Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna's Home DIY and Crafts. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to make this beautiful balloon bouquet. If you are interested in learning how to do this, then keep watching. These are simple balloon bouquet that you can make for a side hustle or for your loved one. So let's get right into it. Here we are. These are all the tools, equipment, and everything that you need an item to make this balloon bouquet. Okay, so we have a few, I think it's four small balloons. Those are look like, I don't know, 6 inch. I already start with, I don't know. And we have the big ones. We have our hand balloon pump, we have a scissors, we have some baby breath, which is artificial. We have our hot glue gun, but it's a cold, low temperature glue gun. We have our ribbon, we have our low temperature glue stick, and we have our tape, we have our tissue paper, and we're going to be using one of the poster board from the Dollar Tree as well. So you can use, if you want, electric balloon pump, but I chose to always use my hand pump for these, as I can feel as I pump the balloon. You see how I touched that just now? Whenever I use the electric pump, I always tend to burst the balloon because I don't know the amount of air to put in it. But the hand pump, I can feel and as I go along. So here we go. That's it. You can count how many pumps I put in. I did not count. I just go ahead and pump and feel as I go along. And I go slowly so I don't pop the balloon in case I'm putting in too much here. You can always feel the back pressure. You see that? You see how slow I go? I can feel the back pressure. Look at how slow I'm going to go. And that's when I know that, hey, this is it. And let me tell you, these balloons, if you guys are coming to this video from my videos from last year, these balloons last for over a year. Last for over a year, and a year, we're coming up on a year. I still have balloons that I blew up since last year video that is still in my house. If you guys are not near, I did a live stream. You can go check my live stream out. I did show some of you guys, like my regulars, that look at this balloon, it's still standing. But they do stand for a while. So it depends on how you blow your balloon up, and it depends on the quality of your balloon. It will last for a while, okay? I know a lot of people purchased this last year. They had to pop it. So anyways, we blew up our little balloon there, and they're all the same size and the same color. So I'm going to put those to the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be blowing up my big balloon that say Happy Valentine's Day. Again, I'm using my hand pump for that because, again, like I said earlier, it's easier to feel versus just pumping it with electric pump, and I don't know how far I am or how much I'm putting in. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Shayna. On this channel, I do a lot of home DIY projects and different type of crafting. If it's not your first time, welcome back, and thank you guys so much for your continuous love and support. And I just want to say thank you guys for those who have been there for me since day one and are still there, even though I'm not posting as I should, but you guys are still there. You guys know yourself, so I don't need to call your name. So I just want to say a special thanks to you guys for believing me and still waiting on me even when I'm not showing up. So thank you guys so much. So here I am pumping up the balloon, and again, as I pump, I feel, and you see how slowly I'm going, because I want to make sure I'm not going to put too much air where I'm going to pop the balloon. Sorry guys, my voice is also gone. I feel like my voice is always gone. Who can agree with me? I feel like I always have I have bad allergy too, so I feel like my voice is always gone. So I did make this video since earlier this month because I plan on putting out a few more of these, but again, my voice is gone. So here I'm using like one of those balloon stick I'm showing you guys. So what I'm going to do is put the tail part of the balloon inside of the holder, and what I like to do is wrap it around, and then once I pull that down and wrap it around, I like to use a little bit of hot glue or low temperature glue. Now you can use hot glue on these balloons. It's not going to pop it because the balloons are foil, and you know foil was made to tolerate heat. However, I'm using a low temperature glue gun here because why? Because I'm tired of burning myself. So that's the whole point there. So if you already have a hot glue gun, you don't have to go out of your way to go buy a new hot glue gun. Just use what you already have and keep it moving. So here I am. I have all my balloons all blown up. So now it's time to start putting them together. So I use my low temperature glue gun, and I'm going to put some on the outside, of the stick for the balloon. I like to do that because then when I sell these balloons, I don't want somebody walk outside and it's windy and it's just blowed off the stick. In my mind, it's going to blow off the stick. Is it going to blow off the stick? I don't know, because I always glue them. So this way I know it's secure, because one of the last thing you want to do is have somebody purchase your balloon, and by the time they get it to their loved one, the balloon it falls apart. No, you don't want that. All right, so that's what I like to do. So usually you can use more balloon stick if you want. Depends on the style or what size bouquet you're going for. Whatever your customer budget is that you're going for, then you do this. I'm using this one balloon stick, and all I'm going to do is take these smaller balloons and I'm going to glue it to the side of the stick. Then I'm going to be using glue dots to use to attach the balloons to each other. So that's all I'm doing. So this helps so much when you use a low temperature glue gun, because then you don't get burned, like I said earlier, okay? So that's what's going on. So now I have that one secure. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to secure this. I've had a lot of people who've been watching my other videos. I want to say thank you guys and welcome, and thank you guys for all those new subscribers that are coming in. I hope you guys stay along, but I know it's not possible, and it's possible because you guys came here from that balloon video, so I probably will see you again next year, because that's how it is. It's like whatever takes the season. As you guys know, on this channel, for those who are not new, you guys know I do a bunch of different things, and that's why my channel is called Home DIY and Crafts, because as I do stuff, it depends on the season, and that's how I do it. So these balloons I started last year, and now they're up and moving again. People are watching them from last year, and this is why I decided to make this video, because I had a lot of questions on those other videos. So here I am using the glue dots. After I use the low temperature glue gun to glue the small balloons to the stick, I like to put 2 or 3 glue dots on, and then I get them stick to one another. So there we are. So you see how I do it? It's easy. You don't need to put no pressure or nothing. Just put them on like that. Now, if you don't have glue dots, you can use tape, but make sure that the tape that you're going to be using is a strong adhesive tape. But do not use one that's going to take off the color of your foil, because you have some of those ones that they will move. Yeah, they will move, and once it move, like when I say move, like get detached, and then when you look your foil, the color of your balloon is gone from the foil. So yes, so you got to be careful on that. Also, I learned the hard way too when I put my balloon. One time I spray balloon spray on these balloons, and balloon spray are made for latex balloons, not for foil balloons, and I couldn't get them to stick together. So I tried to use alcohol to clean it off, to get the spray off, and it erases the color of the balloon. Ask me why I wasn't thinking smarter. I don't know, but guess what? Hey, you don't need to try it, because what? I already did. It's just a dumb shoot that I do sometimes. Anyways, so now I have those 2 balloons with the, what you call that? Oh my God, brain freeze. Glue dots stick together. Now I add the 3rd balloon. So I'm putting glue dots here, and I'm going to have it stick to the other 2. You can also use the low temperature gun to do that. I probably said it already. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But anyway, that's that. So it's easy. 1, 2, 3. This part is easy. The hard part is getting it on the board. So just be careful. Now, if you want, you could get your balloons at the Dollar Tree. Just remember that one balloon at the Dollar Tree is $2. So right now we're looking at $2, $4, $6, $8 right there. If you go to the Dollar Tree to get your balloon, you know what I mean? So, and not to mention, so make sure if you're gonna sell these things, you don't lowball yourself. I've seen some people commenting on the last video saying, "Oh, $40," and I'm like, I just wish these people would try to make this thing, because it's not easy to make. See how I'm making it look easy in this video? That's because I cut out a half of the stuff. But again, it's not my first time making it. But I'm rusty on it because I haven't made one since graduation. Shoot, of last year, which was in May. I haven't made a balloon since graduation. Wow, that's crazy. I've made the bobo since then, but I haven't made a balloon bouquet or anything like this since graduation. For some reason, I make them like Valentines, Mother's Day, and graduation. But let me tell you, for Valentine's, people buy these. For Mother's Day, oh, people buy even more. So if it's something you're interested in trying to learn how to do, and you end up or come across this video, you're in the right place, and you could check out some other videos. And these things could get crazy in the style, like they're huge. It could get really big. Look at this. So after I put my 3 balloon, I felt like I needed more balloons, so I went back downstairs in my stash and I got me 2 more balloons, and now we're up to $10. Okay, now we're up to $10 here, guys. $10 worth of balloon. And let's not talk about our glue stick and our glue dots, because glue dots ain't cheap. And if you think for some reason you're gonna go to the Dollar Tree and buy a glue stick and glue dots and it's gonna stay in place, please come back and type it in my comment section and let me know that your Dollar Tree glue dots and glue stick kept this in place? I please let me know, because you know what? I want to buy them too. I want to know. And I already know the answer because they don't work. But maybe things change at the Dollar Tree, because the Dollar Tree nowadays ain't no more no Dollar Tree. You finding stuff in the Dollar Tree for $35 in my area. I'm telling you that right now. So anyways, let's get back onto this and keep it moving. We are using a lot of glue dots to keep this balloon in place. And what I did wrong here with this one is, because I was originally trying to make it smaller, because I'm just doing this for video purpose and I didn't want to waste any of my balloons. So I was trying to make it smaller, but it's ended up turning into not a big, huge one like the one that everybody's going for. By the way, I'm going to be pinning that video in the description box below, and I'm going to also add it in the iCard above so you guys could see it. So what I did wrong is I cut my poster board from the Dollar Tree, and now I had to go ahead and retape it back together to keep it in place because, yeah. So this was a little tedious because this is what I do here. The poster board is cut because it was supposed to be smaller. Now it's bigger, so there we go. Anyways, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make it work. We're going to make it happen. Keep watching, okay? All right, so once I'm done messing with this thing, going around, we're going to start taping. That's what you need. The next thing you need is good tape. Get you some scotch tape. Don't go buy no tape at the Dollar Tree. You can't say I never... Ain't nothing. I don't have anything against the Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you then go to the Dollar Tree to go buy tape, be prepared for this to be a failure. Also, do not buy this type of poster board I'm using. You see this little thin poster board? Don't buy them. Get the foam board. If you guys watch my other videos, you notice I do not use that poster board. I use foam board. And why do I use foam board? Because foam board is more sturdier, and it's thick, and it's reliable, and it's not going to fall apart. These little flat poster board is going to have your balloon blown all over. But for video purpose, I use this poster board. So you can use it. But if you're going to sell it, make sure you use foam board. I repeat, foam board. You're at the Dollar Tree. And if you watch my other videos, you see where I use foam board because it's more sturdier. All right, so now I have these artificial baby breath. I got these a while now when Joann Fabric. There's no more Joann Fabric. It closed down. So I got these at Joann Fabric. And this is how I like to make it for Mother's Day, because I like to make it affordable. So I'll get like one thing of baby breath like that, and I'll put it in between like three big balloons, and I'll probably sell that for $30. Because let's talk about the baby breath is $9.99. Okay, $9.99. So let's do the math here. So we're up to $20 already. And that's without our balloon stick, our hot glue stick, our tape, and our glue dots. So here we are. I glue, and without our poster board. So I retape my poster board together, and I'm gonna try to make this work like a little bouquet. I'm trying to wrap the balloon inside of it, make it look like a flower bouquet, if that makes sense. And this was very tedious because it didn't go as planned, and things. Nothing I ever make ever goes as planned. It's always turned into something else. This is why I always tell people, don't ask me to make the same thing twice, because they ain't gonna be identical twins. They may be cousins, but they ain't gonna be twins, okay? Okay, so that's just that. So here I am trying to figure it out. Miss Sis Figure It Out. That's my name. So when I push those, okay guys, those baby breath that I push inside of the balloon, you can't just push them in there and leave it like that. So what I did off camera, you guys gonna see, once I'd figure out the poster board, I went in. I'm trying to use some hot glue here to glue this together. Did it work? Probably not, because it's sticky. Hold it for a little bit, but it didn't. It just hold it so I could go in and staple it. Okay, you can't just put the low temperature glue there and call it a day. I stapled that to that, trying to keep it up. But when you hold it up, what happened? It's very flimsy, so we got to put more stick behind there to hold it. So let's go back to the baby bread. Make sure you go on the other side of your balloon before you put it to the poster board. And I push it in between that round part that you see me put that large balloon in and get it down into the hole up there. That's what I did, and redirect it. Then I use the glue to glue it so it ain't going to come out, because you can't just push it there and leave it. It's going to fall out. So that's what I did, and that's why it's going to stay in place, because I did that. So finally, once I figure out some part here with the poster board, I went ahead, I put some more glue dots onto the bottom off my balloons, and I glue it down to the poster board. Again, if you don't have glue dots, you can always use hot glue or your low temperature glue gun. Let's talk about tissue paper. Do not buy tissue paper from the Dollar Tree. It's a waste of money and they don't have specific colors, okay? Get your tissue paper from Amazon or, I don't know, Walmart, anywhere else but the Dollar Tree. Now, again, for people, if you came from the other video to this video that's saying $40 for the tissue paper, maybe. But when you're going to use those luxury paper, those are not cheap. Those waterproof paper, because the tissue paper, you could be transporting your balloon right now and it rains. Then your balloon is screwed. The balloon will still be okay, but your tissue papers are over. So you can sell your balloon cheaper when you use tissue paper. But when you're going to be using those luxury, high-class waterproof paper, come on now. Those paper are not cheap. Those paper are not even they're not cheap. And so people who use those know what I'm saying, because some people use them for their bouquets and stuff. They know what I'm saying. So again, do what makes you happy. But I ain't gonna sell my balloon for no damn $40 when I didn't just much about pay $40 for the supply. And just tell me how long it takes you to put these together. You see this video? I sped it up and I cut out a lot of it and I sped it up 0.2. I think it's 0.2. And it's 23 minutes long. So this balloon took me over an hour to make. An hour. So you can shortchange yourself, not me. This is why I have a full-time job. I always tell people. That's why you think I have a full-time job, because I don't need your money. But anyways, let me not be coming up here arguing with you guys. I'm just telling you guys, do not shortchange yourself. And I want you guys to go try to make this and come back and tell me how hard it was. Okay? Do that. All right. So once I roll up my tissue paper, it's not hard. Some people was asking me, how do you do this? I did a tutorial. You guys got to go watch the tutorial because I'm not going to be repeating myself. I make a whole tutorial from that last video because you guys asked for that, but you guys never watched it. So I'm going to be making a playlist with all the balloons video. So maybe it's easier for you guys to find it because I don't make balloons every day. They're seasonal. So the only time you'll see it is when the season is appearing. And also because it's the same goddamn thing I'm doing over and over, I won't make a video every week with balloon because I'm not about to try to do a new style balloon because I could take it to a top notch, but we have to go with what people are paying for, right? Yeah. So here we are. Once I fold up my tissue paper there, I use some scotch tape it together, and I'm going to tape it down to the poster board. So that's all. And somebody had asked me, how many tissue paper did you use? Guys, watch the video. Watch the video and you can see, because right now I don't even know how many tissue paper I'm using, but every single piece of tissue paper I did put in this video, I didn't do any off camera. It's all in there on camera. So watch the video and count it. This is why the video is 23 minutes long, because all the information and details is inside of the video. So please do not ask me. I'm sorry if I come off rude or sound rude. Please do not ask me. It's right there. Or go watch another video where you can ask them or you feel like they could say whatever. But it's right there. 99.9% of the time I said it in the video, but you guys just don't listen. Or you don't watch it, or maybe I just have an accent. Even when I put the CC on so you guys could read it in case you can't understand me, it is still a problem. So I just can't please everybody. So that's just it. So what I'm doing here, I end up gluing on the back 2 more pieces of the balloon stick because it's flimsy. This is why I say use the foam board. But I use the poster board for video purpose. So I had to use those 3 more of the balloon stick to make sure it's stable enough. And then what I did is use the scotch tape and tape them together to make sure they stay in place. So here I'm just trying to hide the stick because it doesn't look right. It's ugly. Usually sometimes I put that part in a foam board and it depends on people's price. I add more, but like I said, this is for video purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the tissue paper in half, and I'm just going to wrap it around, keep wrapping it around until it looks good. And then I'll say, yeah, that's it. Or you can put it inside. You could shove the end of the stick inside of a foam board and build up around it and make it look nice. But with the tissue paper, it's kind of hard. You have to use that hard paper, which is that waterproof fancy paper that give you that luxury look. Yeah, and it will look nice. But here we are. We're still going to make it work because you know what? Over here, Shayna makes everything happens. That's why it's called Shayna's Home DIY and Craft. If you make it this far throughout the video, by the way, you're the real deal. I want to thank you guys so much for staying here with me and keep watching. I do appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to listen to me yap and make this little balloon bouquet. I do appreciate you. So if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, why don't you do me a favor and just hit that subscribe button. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Just give me a little subscribe there, and then give this video a little thumbs up, and then type me a comment because I love hearing from you guys. And also share it out to your social media page, your friends and family. This way they won't miss out. So as I go along, here I go. The other half. Oh God, my voice. I feel like I'm just talking too much. The other half of my paper, I kind of like pleated it a little bit, and I'm just gonna like wrap it around, so it don't look so bad. You see how it started looking nice? Yeah, just like that. Pleated it a little bit, and I'm gonna use the tape, and I'm gonna tape up at the top there where you can't really see, because I don't want this thing to be taped up and to start looking like the mommy. I'm just gonna tape it all the way up top with a little piece of tape. Don't be taping it up too much now. And then I'm gonna be using it. I'm taping the top part there because I'm going to use the ribbon to make a bow, so it's going to hide it. Now it's up to you. You don't have to do all of this, but I'm just showing you. Okay? So that's it. We tape the top, and then we're going to use a little red ribbon. If you've seen earlier in the video, I feel like the more I talk is the more I'm losing my voice. Like, I didn't sound like this when I first started talking, but yeah. So then right in the bottom there where you see me pushing my hand, I felt like that part was naked. So I just take some more, tissue paper and pushing there. And let me tell you, it took all the tissue paper I have. I think I ended up with leaving with 1 or 2 pieces of tissue paper. So this do take tissue paper. To make it look fluffy and nice, it does take tissue paper. So again, do you. If you want to go pay $6 for some tissue paper, $3 for some tissue paper, and buy 10 pack of tissue paper and charge $40 for this, do you. All right? But over here, Shayna is doing Shayna. All right? So here we are. We're tying a bow. And that's it. And by the way, my sweatshirt, I didn't sew it, but I made it. So you can go up to Walmart. I'm not taking away from the video, but you go up to Walmart and get those sweatshirt. It was $10. And I just put my own print on it. And there you go. Voila. The video is done. I kind of like put it to stand up. Somebody had asked me, how did you get it to stand up? I go, I leaned it on the wall. I mean, it's on the wall. You can't see it. It's like literally on my TV stand, leaning on the wall. I felt like the quality wasn't right. It wasn't doing any justice with the light. And it's snowing up here in upstate New York. So I brought it outside, clear off my bench on my porch. Not porch, but deck, and put it out. And it was windy as hell. So it blew over a few times. It blew over a few times. So yes, I had to take it up and go out here. And I had to put my jacket on, walking around here, trying to show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, this is what it turns out to look like. And I wanted you guys to see how big it was. You could keep going with this. This balloon could get so much bigger. It's not even funny. But it turns out absolutely gorgeous. Do me a favor and type me a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you're going to try this. And let me know if you love this. Which I don't really care if you like it or not. Because guess what? I made the video. It's in the house. And I'm going to be gifting it to somebody. So I know whoever I gift it to is going to love it. I don't know who I'm going to give it to yet. But I'm going to gift it to somebody. So again, if you make it this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos that I have with my balloon. And if you don't like balloon, you can check out some of my other DIY stuff, gardening stuff, some of my t-shirt videos, some of my tumblers. If you like to see how I build other things like a TV stand, or TV stand, fireplace, whatever. By the way, that right where you see that private fence that I'm standing behind, you can go ahead and check that out too if you're interested. I built that from scratch. People love this around the springtime. That's when people start paying more attention to it. So if you're interested in probably building something like that in your backyard, you can go ahead and check that out too. I'm going to be having it in the description box below too. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. Again, for my continuous people who are always here, I know some of you guys are so happy right now to see me. So I am happy to talk with you guys too. I'm getting better. Still have a lot going on. But yeah, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, okay? Until next time, be blessed. And bye for now.